Hey guys, it's Grundle. I'm in upstate New York and I'm here on my very first ever bear hunt. Tomorrow is the opening day of early bear season here, and I'm gonna do my best to shoot a black bear with my bow and arrow. So until tomorrow, I got some time to scout around the area, take a look at where I want to put my tree stand, and hopefully, with any amount of luck, tomorrow morning I'll have my first ever bear. Let's see what happens. I found me a spot I think I'm going to hunt tomorrow. It's overlooking a ridge that drops down, and down below is a real thick swampy area. And from what the landowner says, that's where the bears kind of hang out, and then they move up across here, and it's just a matter of catching them at the right place, moving through the open areas. My stand is only about, I think I'm only about 8 or 9 feet off the ground because the terrain slopes down. So I'm elevated anyways, and I can see pretty good. I had to stay a little bit lower because the canopy on the trees is still full because it's early season. So I can see underneath the canopy, and I'll show you in a second. I've got a great view straight on. I got a clear line of sight out to about, I'd say 60 yards. Clear line of sight to the edge of the ridge, straight ahead. Off to my left, I got a few shooting lanes. Off to my right, I got a couple shooting lanes. Nice looking doe as well. Now it's just a matter of just going back to the house and trying to get a good night's sleep, thinking about my first ever bear hunt. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully I'll see some bears too. Tight lines and short blood trails. There it is, first morning, my first bear hunt. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're just getting ready to head out in the woods and get set up. It is cool and calm and quiet, and I love it. So hopefully some bears will be moving. Out on the road here, it's trash day today. So we're hoping that the bears might have been raiding people's trash cans all night, and now they're heading back the other way to go back into the swamp for the rest of the day. So we're getting ready to head out in the woods, sit and see what we can make happen. Let's do it. It's 5:15 in the morning. We're getting ready to leave, and there's Steven trying to figure out how to use his GoPro.
Oh, shut up, I know.
Because he didn't do it last night.
I know how to use my GoPro.
Last minute preps, I guess.
Oh, good.
All right, we're ready for real this time. You ready to go in the woods?
I'm ready to go in the woods.
All right, we're going in the woods. Set up in the tree. I got about another 15 minutes till legal shooting light, so I'm just gonna hang out and let everything kind of quiet down around me. It's pretty calm and quiet out here. I like it. All I gotta do now is just wait for a bear to come up out of that swamp to my right, and hopefully it gets in bow range. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. Well, the sun is up, and I can see pretty good all around me now. If it wasn't for the cloud of mosquitoes that was swarming me here in the stand. I didn't bring a thermal cell with me because I didn't think I would need it, so that was a big mistake. We're gonna hunt until about maybe 9 o'clock. See what happens. Steven is just off to my right, about 300 yards away, so we'll have to check in with him and see how he's doing. It's a beautiful morning here. Nice and cool. A little bit of a breeze. But unfortunately, nothing's moving yet. And neither of us have seen a bear. Well, we gave it a shot this morning. Didn't see anything. Nothing moving at all. But I did hear a few gunshots from across the road. They've got to be 600-700 yards away at least, wherever those shots came from. But nothing was moving where we were, unfortunately. So we decided to pack it in, go back, get some breakfast, and relax the rest of the day and come back out in the evening. That's the plan, and we just got to stick to it, and hopefully something will wander by. We'll find out soon enough. One of the cool things about hunting this property and the Northeast in general is that there are rock walls crisscrossing all through this property in the middle of the woods. And I've run into this quite a bit in Connecticut, where you just be walking in the woods somewhere and then there's a rock wall cutting through it. Oh, it's an old field border from a long time ago, I guess, but really neat to see. I like the rock walls that come through the woods. I'm a simple person, I guess. That's the first day out here. We didn't see anything this morning. We're back at the camp relaxing and my phone buzzes. And there's a bear walking in front of my camera at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're heading back in the woods. Steve's gonna go to his spot. I'm gonna go to my same spot. The only problem I have is I left my bow up in the tree when I got down this morning. So even if the bear is over there still, I've got no way to shoot him. So
Get in the tree quick.
I gotta get in the tree quick. So we're gonna hunt till dark, and I'm sure we'll give you updates. So at least we know there's bear on the property. We're getting closer. Time to go get him. I got back out here and got set up in the tree. I was able to sneak in pretty quiet, but there was no sign of the bear that had just passed through here. I think he was just kind of cruising on through, that's it. Hopefully he's going to cruise back by again at some point, because where he was standing in front of that camera is only about 22 yards in front of my tree stand. And he was walking in the direction of my tree stand. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the tree stand. That's an important component of making this whole thing work. Now I'm in the stand. I'm gonna sit here till dark. Hopefully he'll come back again. We'll just have to wait and see. can you hear me? I just smoked one.
I had a feeling that was you that shot. You smoked a bear.
Yeah, I think it's the one I had on camera. He came right back in. 25 yards. It looked like a good shot, and I saw him run down towards the swamp.
Okay, I just heard something behind me. Hold on.
I just shot a bear. He came out of nowhere. I don't think I got very much footage of him until right when I shot him. But he came up out of nowhere. When I first saw him, he was off to my right. And he walked right up in, and I'm pretty sure it's the one I have on camera earlier. It looked like a good hit. I'm gonna check the video again. But I hit him. I saw him spin around, and he ran. He stopped for a minute.
Alright, that's negative.
Okay, stand by.
Copy that.
He stopped for a minute, and then I saw him run down into the swamp. I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna check this video and see where I hit him. But I think it was a good hit. I'm still shaking. That was crazy. I've had bears closer than that to me before. He was 25 yards when I shot. But I knew I wasn't going to shoot them, so it was just kind of neat to watch. But as soon as I saw this bear and he was coming, I knew I was going to get a shot at him. So my adrenaline is going. I need to calm down a little bit and relax. Yeah, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I've got plenty of daylight, so I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to sit here for a minute, watch this video, see where I hit him, give it a little bit of time, and then start tracking. All right. Fingers crossed. Well, it's been about 15 minutes since I shot that bear. I'm just gonna pack my stuff up, climb down, and go take a look at some blood. From a self-filming perspective, I'm disappointed because I have some Tacticams set up down there on the trees, and I forgot to turn them on with the remote, and that bear was probably standing right 20 yards in front of one of the Tacticam wides that I have, and it would have been an awesome shot from the ground level. So I got it with my main camera. I got it with a GoPro on my bow, which is good, but it happened so fast. My brain just went right into range him, draw, and make a good shot. So it is what it is. Now it's time to recover this thing. Hopefully I made a good hit on it. I couldn't tell from the video because the screen is too small. I'm just gonna look for some blood and see what I can see. And then Steven's gonna head over because he's got a sidearm with him, and I'll bring my bow, but at least it's nice to have him with some backup if we need to. So I'm gonna climb down and pack up some stuff and see if we can't find this bear. I'm pumped. Let's do it. Well, there's my arrow. And there's blood all the way through the arrow. So that's a good sign. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Darren said, do not walk down into that swamp. Don't go too far. He said you can't use a scope. He's coming down with his 35 with open sights.
Okay, cool. I'm still at the spot. I just found my arrow. It was a pass-through shot. I got good blood on it, so I'm I'm just going to move a little bit farther down. I'm not going to go down in the swamp.
Okay, good. Don't do that. And he's going to be here. He said he'll be here in about 30.
Okay, cool. All right, well, pass-through shot looks like. Where that deer ran is down in a swamp. My bow is pretty much useless, but I'm not allowed to carry a gun because it's archery season. So I'm going down with my bow and we'll see what happens. That's why I'm taking my time. I'm in no rush to track this bear. It's only, hold on a minute, let me see the time here. It's only almost 5 o'clock. I think I got about another 2 hours of daylight left. So I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to find some blood, see if I can't track the blood a little bit and see what kind of blood I've got. And about 30 minutes, the landowner will be here and he'll back me up a little bit and we go and try and find this thing. Let me putz around a little bit and see what I can find. All right, I'm about 10 steps away from where I shot the deer, where I shot the bear. It's still weird to say. And I just found a good chunk of blood. There's blood and hair on that leaf. So that's good. Let's see if I can't find the next spot. So I'm on blood. I'm not finding a lot of blood like I'm hoping to see, but from what I understand, the bears have a lot of fat in them, and when that arrow goes through, the fat will plug the hole up and they won't bleed a lot. So I've gone about, I can still see my tree stand up the hill. I've gone maybe 100 yards. This property is long and rectangular, and there's 2 roads paralleling the top and bottom side. So I found where he came across the bottom trail down here. So I'm still on blood, which is good. I'm gonna sit tight and wait for the guide to get here before we head down into the swamp and see if we can recover this bear. I'm not gonna say I am not optimistic because I don't know much about bear hunting, but I will say I'm a little apprehensive because I was hoping there would be a lot more blood and I was hoping I'd find a dead bear by now. So I don't know. We'll wait till the guide gets here and we'll head down into the swamp and see if we can find him. Feeling a little bit better now. I just had walked up to grab my bow and my camera and came back. And on the way back, I found a spot of blood I hadn't seen before. And it's got some bubbles in it. It's not pink and foamy, but it's got some bubbles in it. So I'm hoping that I caught some lungs on this thing. Keep going, see what we find. Came right through here. Trying to find some more blood. The last spot of blood I had was right where the ATVs parked. All right. There's blood right through here. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Oh no, he's right there. He looks pretty dead to me. Oh. Oh. He's moving.
I see blood all over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't get much more dead than that.
That's very dead.
Well, we found him. He's a beautiful bear. It's the first bear I've ever killed, and I've always wanted to kill a bear with my bow. So I am so happy that I killed this bear. He didn't make it that far. He hauled as fast as he could when I hit him, and we found him. He was dead. I couldn't ask for much more. He's a beautiful animal. He's got awesome coat on him, and I've never hunted bears before, so this is something completely different to me, and it was just really neat. As many bears as I've seen in the woods, to finally actually get out and hunt one and be successful, I couldn't ask for anything else. So he's not a giant. He's not going to set the record books, but I don't care because he's my bear, and he's the first one I've ever killed. And hopefully, maybe I'll shoot another one. Who knows? I always said I just wanted to shoot one, but I got one. I got it done with the bow, which is the way I wanted to do it. We tracked him. We found him. I can't ask for much more than that. So, thanks for coming along. And like I always say, I wish everybody tight lines and short blood trails. Weigh it. It's not a big bear, but to me it's not about the weight. It's about the experience right now because I've never killed a bear. I'm 48 years old and I've wanted to shoot a bear for a long time, and I just never really had a place I could go and be successful, and I didn't really know much about it. So Steve has a friend Darren up here who's got some property, and they said there's bears all over it, and sure enough, there's bears. So looking back at it now, if I had to do it over again, I'd still shoot that bear. I wanted to kill one with my bow. That's what I set out to do, and that's what I did. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a successful hunt, and I'm happy. It was a decent shot on the bear, and it was a good recovery. We got it. I'm gonna hang it up, skin it, take it to a butcher, and I'm gonna try the meat out and see how it tastes. Well, my experience here in New York is a good one. That's all I really wanted. Well, now we got tomorrow and possibly Monday if we need to, and it's Steve's turn to shoot one. And he's hoping to get it done with his rifle.
Absolutely. We definitely got more hunting to do. And we know the bears are out here. And hopefully we can just get on one.
Yeah.
Be good.
That's it. Thanks again for watching. I'm glad you came along on this trip with me. And I'm glad my buddy Steve's with me. And this is we've had quite a few years of laughing and shenanigans in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just another story in the book.
That's right.
Now it's time to go skin this bear out, quarter him up, get him iced down, drink a beer and relax.
Amen.
Yeah. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along on my bear hunt. And I wish everybody tight lines and short blood trails.